Yo, so it's been almost a year since my last video, and I apologize for that. This year has been doing a lot of projects, a lot of personal things I've been doing, and so I just wanted to kind of come back, talk about things I've done this year, and kind of, just kind of chat with you guys. I missed being on YouTube, so let me clip this on my shirt, and let's talk about the year. So first thing I noticed that I have a lot more hair. So back in last December, I went to DC, hung out with my friends, saw them, and they were like, "Hey, you should grow your hair." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll try it." I wanted to braid it, but now I'm kind of just like chilling with what I got here. I kind of like it. So I'm gonna go through I've done a lot of stuff this year, so I'm gonna go use I'm looking at my old invoices, kind of get a timeline of things I've been doing. So just bear with me here. So one of my clients I work for, he runs for Mississippi Senate, and I made him a couple campaign videos in the past, and this year he's like, "Hey, I need a new one, but I need it done in like 48 hours. And normally I don't do rush orders or anything like that, but because I really like him and we have a really good relationship, I was like, "I'll make this work for you." And so I remember when he texted me this, I was like, "I think we can do this." And so he sent me over a script. I went through it, and actually I printed it out and highlighted every part of the script. And in it in my notes, I had, what lens to use. I highlighted what was gonna be inside, what was gonna be outside. And I had this thing planned out to a T, and I was able to determine what shots will be in his office, what shots will be outside. I highlighted them different colors. I even put like the light setup for both locations. And then even in my notes, I put a dash and wrote like what camera and lens I would use for this. So then when the day came, when I went to Vicksburg, got in a hotel and had my gear prepped. When the day came, we were able to shoot the entire outside portion in like under 4 hours. Went to maybe 3 different locations, shot everything we needed, went back to his office. I could make the light however I wanted to look, and then we shot the entire thing there. Now, this is also important. Before I even went to the hotel, in my timeline, I already picked out the music I wanted. I already picked out the stock footage we're gonna use for it that I couldn't get with B-roll. And so by the time our day was over with, I had the A-roll, B-roll shot and captured, went back to the hotel room and plugged in the different parts that I have for the day. And then I wanna say that the shoot started at 10 a.m. that morning. By 11 p.m. that night, he had his first draft in there. And then by 11 a.m. the next morning, when I was checking out of the hotel, the first draft was already done, and he was like, "Hey, it's perfect." And so that was super challenging, but I feel like it taught me so much about pre-production and how powerful and important that is. So this coming year, I'm gonna focus a lot more on even for my YouTube videos. It's gonna be a lot more planned, a lot more structure, just to make the shoot days so much easier. And I may make a full video about that later on. Just let me know. Another thing I've been doing is a lot of documentary work. So I want to, personally for me, I kind of want to focus more on documentaries on special individuals. And so I did kind of my own one just for, practice. And my buddy Forrest, he is a MMA fighter from our hometown. And then we planned just a whole shoot just based on him and his first fight and his faith. And that was probably the most fun I've ever had shooting in a long time. We went to his parents' house where he grew up. We filmed his A-roll, him talking, telling a story. And then for a couple days, I would go to a gym where he worked out at, film him in the gym. Then we ended up filming at his fight. And it made this cool, beautiful story. I plan on re-uploading it to the channel later, and I want to do more of this stuff. And I was blessed enough to get an opportunity to make another documentary, which is currently in the process, is about this deaf woman from Mobile, Alabama. She had a small upbringing from Mobile, ended up becoming a really big figure in the deaf community in Washington, D.C. I'll let you guys know whenever that comes out. I feel like it was pretty good. I really enjoyed doing that, and I hope to do some more in the future. I'm hoping that I can maybe find some special individuals around where I live and just make that, and then kind of hopes that will lead me to more projects in the future. So we'll see how that turns out. This is kind of big. I've been doing a lot of DP and camera operator work this year. So I think I've made most of my money this year from being just a second camera, and like underrated niche, by the way. Like literally having someone be like, hey, I need you to capture this, this, and that, and you don't edit it, you just hand over an SD card, has been like the most fun I've had. My buddy Forrest Proctor, he owns Epic Film and Creative, link down below. He was working on a documentary series for a football team in my hometown, and so I was just his action camera guy. So I would show up to like the game days, I would bring my FX30 and I'll put on like my 35 to 150 and I'll film all the action shots. And that was just crazy fun. I love sports, I'm a big sports guy. And it was so cool like capturing these moments. And then like whenever I had a cool shot, I would like black out the lens for the next shot so Forrest know what to make. And I may put a link in the description to a couple episodes because that was probably the most fun I've had in a long time. And that, and plus I've been like a camera operator for some weddings. I've done a little bit of photography, haven't done that in years, and that was been super fun. So it's been an overall pretty fun year, honestly. To give y'all some personal stuff, I've been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu. So some of you guys may not know this, but I practice and compete in jiu-jitsu. This year I competed in about I competed in 2 tournaments, and I've done 3 brackets each, and I've come home with a couple gold medals, a couple silvers, 1 bronze, but you know, it's whatever. And that's been like a crazy part of my life recently. I've really been enjoying it. Like I know it's weird to say like this violent sport gives you peace, but it really does. Like it's eventually it gets to like a chess game where I have to think more, and like, you know, it's not all about strength, but I may talk about that later. And I would love to do like a documentary, like some kind of jiu-jitsu based documentary in the future. So hoping I can do that pretty soon. Oh yeah, and I had a lot of friends in the creative space that's kind of helped me and inspired me this past year. So I'm just kind of shout them out as they come in my head. So first going to be Albert Williams III. His channel is The Uncommon Legend. He originally started doing like podcasting. Now he's into the video space and he makes like inspirational content. He's one of my best friends. I love him to death, so please go check him out. I mentioned him before, but Forrest Proctor, he owns Epic Film and Creative. He's probably one of the best filmmakers I know. He kills it for just campaigns and weddings, and he's an inspiration to me, and I consider like, you know, a close friend. Top Row Studios, that's my buddy Roe. He does a lot of commercials. He's actually transitioning, you know, more to wedding stuff. So go check out his channel. Pretty sure he has more coming away. My mentor, who I don't talk to as much as I should, Aloysius Ballard. He owns Bat Productions. He is a docu-style filmmaker. Big inspiration. I should probably call him more often than I should. So go check him out. Anthony Williams Media, AJ. He is probably the best filmmaker I know. Like, he doesn't know this, but in my mind, he is like a gold standard I try to go for. So he's just been killing it this year. He does a lot of like, he kind of does everything. Commercials, sports work. He is just phenomenal filmmaker, phenomenal friend, phenomenal business guy. Please go check him out. Yeah, that's kind of it for me. I miss talking to you guys. I promise more videos coming more soon. I'm hoping to have more of like a casual style like this, you know, with just some B-roll in between. So let me know if you want to know anything about video editing, photo editing. Actually, my girlfriend Carly gave me the idea to do a video about how I edit my photos, and I feel like that'll be really valuable to you guys. But yeah, anything you want to know, let's talk about it. Stop talking in the comments. And yeah, see you guys next time. Love you. Peace.